Let me ask you a question. What makes for a good story? A well written character or a complex character, some of you will say. World building is one factor. Of course, ending is the paramount or pinnacle of good writing. However, even when having all this, the series can still end up being in bad taste due to its messaging or the point they're trying to get across to the audience. This is probably a manga series you might not have heard of before because it's Chinese and also because it's a short series made by people who are not that famous and has never made anything ever since this series. What a career ending decision. Hey folks, Purva here, and today I'm going to discuss about Killer Unparalleled Freedom, a manga series about a protagonist who starts off as a ordinary guy with crippling debt, only to end up as a sick, twisted serial killer by the end. This was written by U.R. and illustrated by Jerry Cho. The illustration is the only saving grace of this manga, and I really like it. It is stylized and is colored, not monochrome, and the colors themselves complement the series well. In art, this manga series is honestly great, but it's a script that end up being the thing that dragged down to the depths of garbage. The story starts off with our main character standing on top of a roof, contemplating his life choices, how he was a good runner, and how all his first girlfriend, first kiss, first cheating all led to this moment. By the way, our main character is wearing a bunny suit of sorts, as he's a mascot for a mall, not really specified where. After this, he gets a call, which makes him come back from the ledge, only to realize that it is a call from the loan sharks. He had a friend who took loan from these people, and when his friend couldn't repay, he escaped, and now the main character has to pay off his debt. The loan sharks corner him, and he runs to escape from them, only to stumble on something and get poisoned. Then it leads to a disgusting scene where the main character gets his head pushed into a toilet with shit still present in it.
Oh my
Hey,
god, bro.
if you're eating
Hell
something
no, man. What
while
the
watching this
fuck, man?
video, my apologies. Anyways, one thing leads to another, and some random hitman comes inside the apartment and kills everyone there. And when he's about to kill the main character, by some luck, the main character kills him and takes his money and stuff. And this was the first chapter of the story. It holds some promise going into the story. However, from here on, it's going to go to levels of fucked up, and the series revels in it. After this, the main character spends the money in some hotel and gets a phone call from the hitman's cell phone. He picks up the phone to see that is the hitman's boss calling him. The main character, being the Chad that he is, says that he killed the hitman and he wants this job of killing so that he can make quick buck out of it. They both meet at some shady restaurant where everyone is eyeing to kill the main character. The boss leaves and lets those people do their job, but the main character surprises him by killing everyone inside the restaurant. After this, the main character takes on the job of being a contracted hitman for this boss guy, and his first assignment is to kill a middle-aged innocent woman because he throws a paper aeroplane at her and tells him that's his contract. He stalks her and gets inside her building and kills her by punching her to death. He punches her again and again to finalize her death, basically. After this, being the wild protag he is, he stays inside the house for a week, eats her groceries and stuff, and reads her newspaper and lets her corpse rot there until it smells so bad that he leaves. He slowly starts getting stronger, like using his sixth sense and whatnot. And when some high school kids try to beat him up, he beats them up to peace. He initiated the fight, by the way. After this, rumors of a hitman who kills people by punching them circulate, which intrigues everyone, in the Hitman community, and the antagonist assigns Crow, another assassin, to kill him. Crow starts searching for him and killing everyone that gets in the way, and finally manages to kill my character in a exploding building. However, since he is the main character, he got the plot armor for any main character. He doesn't die, and he goes to a tattoo store to get some tattoo about unparalleled freedom or whatever. Get it? Because the manga is called Killer Unparalleled Freedom. Like, whatever the fuck that means. After that, he gets another assignment to kill a man inside a jail. So he gets inside and blows the fucking jail apart by a grenade. Like, basically puts a grenade in his mouth and blasts it. And he gets out of there. I wish I was making this up. Obviously, pulling bullshit like this ought to bring him more attention. And apparently, there used to be a guy just like him who used to kill people by punching them. But he just had to punch those people once. But our main character has to punch people twice to kill them. So our main character keeps training for punching people once and killing them. I told you. Then we meet the main antagonist. His name is Cold Face Buddha. Again, no idea how they came up with these names. He makes a compromise with the boss character and assigns our main character to kill someone as a contract for Cold Face Buddha to call it evil. Motherfucker literally assigns him to kill his own ex-girlfriend, and he does it without knowing it was her. And after knowing that, the main character sets out to get revenge. Like, you were the one who killed her. If the person he killed was someone else, you wouldn't feel such hatred to that guy nor the remorse. Yeah, I forgot to mention there's like an annoying female character who sees these hitmen through CCTV cameras and helps the hitmen and especially our main character navigate to get his kill. She takes a special interest in the main character because he's a psycho and he's sick. Her words, not mine. So why the fuck would anyone be interested in someone like that? This is the other thing I don't get about this manga or whatever it's called in Chinese. Everyone around him calls him a psychopath. Like that's something to be cool about. Told you this series has a wild protagonist and an even wild side characters being all like the main character is a psychopath and that's so cool. Even the boss takes a liking to him and is willing to help the main character out by assigning the number one hitman in the field, by the way, to look after him. The main character goes to the antagonist where Crow and some other hitman trying to look tough are there guarding the antagonist. We'll think that the main character will pull his aura up. He's gonna beat these two guys up and then uh, reach the antagonist. But nah, he basically gets the shit beat out of him by both of them. It was kind of funny and satisfying, not gonna lie. And bro finally had the goddamn audacity to feel bad about his victims, how it might have felt for them to get their shit beat out of them and killed. But it feels too late for shit like that. And the main character begs for his life. It's kind of like a scene in Boys where the Homelander was saying that he would eat shit on live television so that Butcher would spare his life. Pathetic as fuck. But of course, the number one hitman stops it in time by shooting the other hitman in the head. Crow lets go of the main character so that they could have a rematch or whatever, and the main character finally has called face Buddha all to himself, so he finally finishes him off. And then, at last, the manga ends with the main character finally walking along the street, meeting the annoying woman behind the CCTV, and that's it. Now, this is one of those series I wish I never read. This is why you don't just read random garbage. It's a shame that the series has good art style that could have been used for a better work. The issue here isn't about a wild antagonist. I have read series with even worse antagonists, trust me, and I enjoyed some of those. But the issue with this one is that it shows him as a cool and awesome character, and like glorifies his actions. It puts a slight bad taste in one's mouth. And when the side characters keep calling him a deranged psychopath, they say it with pride, not with avoidance of any sorts. I get it, being a psychopath is the best way to be a hitman and might be one of the qualities that might make the hitman job easier. But when a character does some deranged shit like kill a woman and leave her corpse in the house and live in that same house, eat her groceries, and like basically live in that house until the corpse start to rot, it is beyond wild. And it is shown like that he doesn't care anyone who he hurts in the process. He killed an innocent woman as a quote unquote test or as his quote unquote practice, and that's seriously messed up. If the main character was humane, he would have paid at least some respect to his victims, but he has no remorse as long as it's not someone who is close to him or himself. Even as he was getting the shit beat out of him, he felt sorry for himself. What a fucking pathetic way to die. Jeez. Now you can say that the ending would have been decent if the character was at least somewhat likable, but he's wild to the core and don't deserve to live a happy life while he snuffed out the life of people who were innocent in the name of practice for fuck's sake. That's all I have to say about this manga series. You can check it out if you're interested. At least it has very vibrant and great art style though. With that being said, hey folks, cool bro, signing out.